It's Sherisse Marie, and I'm live in your feed. Hello. Oh my gosh. Okay, so hello. How are you? I'm fantastic. We're going to do some cards today, but we're going to do something different with them. So stay tuned because it's going to be fun. Um, yeah. Anyways, I hope you are doing fantastic. Hang on one sec. I got a kitty cat who's being a pain and going to, nope, she's changed her mind. I don't know what she's got going on. Anyways, life is good, isn't it? So let me just put my keyboard away so the cat has somewhere to roam around. Want to say hi? You say hi to everybody. Say hello. Say hello. I'm a kitty cat. I'm annoying. I am only a little bit cute. She's pretty cute, isn't she? I'm not just biased because I'm her mom. She's pretty cute. Yeah, she's pretty cute. Okay, so now that I picked her up, she may disappear. Or not. Usually when you pick her up, then she's gone. But no, not today, not today. Today she's like, oh, love me some more, shall we? Okay, anyways, let's talk about you and me and what's going on in the world today. Because if you are mid-shift, you're probably noticing that other people aren't reacting to you the way that they once were. They're not treating you the way they once were. And that can be really terrifying for people when they are used to life being a certain way and suddenly, sorry, I got cat hair everywhere. If you ever see me like stroking my desk, it's because I've got cat hair everywhere. I'm covered in cat hair. Oh my gosh. So when you have, hello, whoever's there, when you have a shift or this shift, and you are finding that you are changing who you are and how you show up in the world, what happens is your energy changes, which makes everyone else's energy react differently around you. What happens then? You know what happens then? They aren't sure what to do with you. And when they aren't sure what to do with you, unfortunately, what happens is that they, more than we, they end up pulling back a little bit. They end up reacting with a little bit of hostility at first. You are threatening their sense of order. You are threatening their equilibrium. You are threatening what they know to be true. And when you challenge people's understanding of the world that they live in, that is an uncomfortable place to be in. It really is. So when that happens and people are feeling threatened, what happens? What happens when you feel threatened? You lash out, you go turtle, you run away, you treat other people in a less kind way. And it's not just the person who's maybe threatening you that gets that response, right? Shit trickles downhill. So, or runs downhill in some cases. So, what happens is when you are changing and shifting, the people around you are feeling uncomfortable because of all these changes and shifts, and they are reacting however they're going to react to you, but they're also reacting to all the other people around them, which kind of sucks. So for those of you who don't know, we're going to do a card pull today. We're going to do something fun with it though. So stick around. It's going to be fun. So I'm going to actually get started on it now. But yeah, so when that happens, okay, let me just set the intention first. What does everyone in the group need to know about this coming week? What do we got going on? I've got a new way of doing cards, so it's fun. So yeah, when someone is, I'm a little distracted today, sorry. When someone is, okay, that's apparently one of the cards. When someone is struggling with their sense of self because of someone else in their life changing, it can make them very hostile and aggressive feeling. It can make you feel like you're doing something wrong. You're not. It can make you feel like you need to be blamed for what's going on, like you are the problem child, that you are, oh my, that you are having some kind of, or causing some kind of chain reaction in your world. And all of that, oh, there's the 3 cards. Okay, is there another card? No, okay. So, okay. Now, I have 3 cards here, and we're going to finish yammering on about the whole you and them and stuff in a minute. But in the meantime, I'm going to say, this is card number 1, and I want you to do a little check-in on yourself. We've been doing intuition building over in the inner circle, and this month's call was actually yesterday, and I taught them a whole whack of different intuition building techniques and how to use some of the tools. So here is card number 1. I want you to see if this card feels like it might be your card. Does card 1 feel like your card? Or does card 2 feel like your card? Does card 2 feel like your card? Drop your number down below and then check back at the end and see, is card 2 your card? Is card 2 your card? Or is not your card? Use your intuition and see. And then card 3. Is card 3 your card? Which one is your card? And I'm just showing you the backs. So you have to pick based on no information, just using your intuition, because part of this journey is using your intuition so that you can feel confident in yourself, is using your intuition so that you know what's true for you, is using your intuition to know what you actually want and what you don't want. Because if you don't know what you stand for nothing. And if that is the case and you are standing for nothing in your personal life, guess what happens? Everybody else runs all over you and treats you like garbage, treats you like a doormat, treats you like you don't matter in the slightest. And then what happens? You get miserable and grumpy, and you don't understand what the heck is going on, except that you feel miserable and grumpy. And that's not a good place to be. It really isn't. Let's just work on feeling confident and happy and secure all the time. All the time. Not just sometimes, but all the time. And you can't do that in a vacuum. You really need to know from a place of certainty within yourself that this is what I actually want. And we've been exploring this in the inner circle now for a while. And if you do join this month, you get access. Well, if you join at any point, you get access to all of the past lives as well as the past group calls. And let me tell you, there's some fun stuff has happened in the lives and the group calls. Some fun things. But yeah, so is card 1 your card, card 2 your card, or card 3 your card? Now, we've talked a little bit about how to deal with difficult people in this group over the years. And we're talking about that again today, because really at the end of the day, all of the stuff that I'm talking about, all of the pushback that you're getting is from people who are afraid. They are afraid of change because the status quo, and we are the same damn way, the status quo, no matter how awful it might be, is actually more comfortable in its familiarity than the scary unknown. we tend to detest change at a soul level. Now, there are certain sensory seeking people who really like change. Yes. But for the most part, if you are someone who feels stress and anxiety and overwhelm easily, you don't want change because change is scary. Change is uncomfortable. Change is not good. Your experience of change has probably been such that you've trained yourself that change is a terrifying, horrible ordeal. And if you change, people are mean to you. That's a terrible way to believe. It's a terrible thing to believe about life and about yourself and about the way that you actually want to show up in the world. But you're not the only ones. So, all of the people around you who are relying on you to stay the same so that their sense of security and safety and confidence can stay at that high level, they are depending on you staying exactly where you are right now. But what if where you are right now sucks for you? What if you staying still is the difference between you being alive in 2 years or you being dead from a stroke in 2 years? Or you being incredibly miserably unhappy in 2 years, or you feeling like you might as well be dead in 2 years. You need to live, not just exist, but truly at a soul core level, live with capital letters, live. You deserve it. You deserve to feel excitement, joy, passion, happiness, all of the amazingness that comes from knowing your purpose, from feeling your purpose, from understanding that you matter, and from dragging the people who are scared along with you on this amazing ride of self improvement because they're not going to change unless you force them to. And I know that that's scary. Someone who as coming from someone who let herself be a doormat for a really long time, I can attest to the idea that making these changes is terrifying. Terrifying. But I can also attest to the fact that making these changes creates amazing transformation in your life. It creates a change that allows you to be your best self all the time, every day, and to encourage others to be their best selves all the time, every day. And isn't that what it's really about in this world? I know some of you may not believe it yet, but really truly that is all it is about, is encouraging us and those around us to be our best, to work through our shit and come out the other side. That is why I freaking love past life regression therapy because it allows you to work through your shit in a way that you don't have to live in it. You don't have to revel in it. You don't have to wallow in it. You don't have to feel terrible about yourself for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. You can simply say, there was shit. And then you release it, you let it go to such a degree and you realize, oh my gosh, I just did a final session with someone a couple weeks ago, and in her final session she went to the place between lives, the hall of judgment, let's call it. And in that hall of, I called it that. She was like, no, that's totally the wrong name for it. It's just the place. She's like, that doesn't have a name. It's just the place. And it's not about judgment. It's just about seeing and acknowledging and loving. This is the place of love. And souls are here and they're kind of hanging out and stuff. And she said, it's funny because in that place, I realize that none of it matters. I can choose to go back right away, but I don't have to. I could choose to stay here. I could choose to go to a different world. And all things are happening all at once. They are layered and stacked on each other like layers of cloth on a pin. And yet they're all happening at the exact same time and they're all linear at the same. It's time is mind bendy, not mind bendy when you actually think about it. Albert Einstein was fascinated with time. Of all the things that he talked about, his ideas on time were the most interesting. And I am a huge Albert Einstein fan. So I found his information on time to be incredibly interesting. Okay, so with that being said, is card one your card? Is card two your card? Or is card three your card? Because you have to pick. I don't have anybody commenting down below, but you need to pick. Pick your cards, ladies. Pick your poison. Which card feels in alignment with you for today? Is it card one? Is it card two? Is it card three? Man, my COVID hair. I need to get a haircut so badly. I need to not be doing my own haircuts so badly. So yeah, at the end of the day, other people, they're going to be uncomfortable with you making changes in your life. However, you still need to make changes in your life because it is so important for the growth of your soul and for the growth of the souls of those that are around you. You can't impact other people's lives from a place of doormat. You can't impact other people's lives from a place of being disempowered yourself. If you don't have confidence and comfort, nobody else is going to have confidence and comfort in you either. They're not going to achieve their soul goals for this lifetime if you are the meek dormouse who never stands up for what she believes in. If you are the weak dormouse who never stands up for herself or her children or her spouse or other marginalized people or whoever it is that she needs to stand up for and be counted. I'm encouraging all of you to stand up and be counted in all the ways that matter in your life. I don't know what your things are, but whatever it is that you need to be standing up for, you need to go stand up for it. And if you can't do that on your own, find someone like me who can teach you how. Find someone like me who can get you over that hump, who can help you make the next level of your life, who can help you make the next chapter in your life, the chapter that truly matters. Whether that is coaching, whether that is past life regression, whether that is just hanging out in my group program and getting even more goodness than I do in here. Because in here, I just kind of go surface level with stuff. In there, I go deep. We go deep and dark and fun. No dark, just deep and light and fun. It's awesome. Okay, so if card one was your card, with no further ado, if card one was your card one is have faith. Your prayers are manifesting, remain positive, and follow your guidance. Isn't she beautiful? Just pushing her way out of the water, and it feels like ecstasy, doesn't it? It feels like absolute joy and absolute achievement. Like you're breaking the crest of the water and you are surviving and thriving in some way, shape, or form. Oh, that card really, whoever had card one, that was really manifesting for you. Okay, if card two is your card, it's time to play. Joy creates miracles and manifestation. And you know what the easiest way to create joy is? Playing. Go play for a day. Have some fun. Don't be so serious all the time. I find that that is something that when we're all stressed out and anxious and upset and overwhelmed, we forget about playing. We forget to have fun. We forget about joy and the role that joy plays in confidence, because we can't be confident if we are not feeling joy. We can't feel happy without joy. We can't feel that we deserve things without joy. You have to have the joy first in order, which way am I going? You have to have the joy first in order to get any other anythings going on. So feel the joy. And how do you find the joy? Go play. Now, if you don't have something to go play with, I can't help you. No, I'm just kidding. If you don't have something that brings you joy yet, do a deep dive within yourself and find something. Do a meditation or do some kind of something that you used to love when you were a little kid. Okay, that's joy and playtime. Card 3. I don't know who picked card 3, but card 3 is beautiful. Protection. You are protected. You are here and you are being held by Mama Earth. And you know, even if you don't actually know, you should know that Mama Earth has your back always. She always has your back. Even when you think she doesn't, she does. So if card 3 was your card, just you need to trust a little bit more. You need to play a little bit more because if you're playing, you're going to feel that protection because you're connecting in. And if you have faith, okay, these cards, I feel like they're out of order almost. Maybe they're all meant for all of us. Play more, that's going to bring you faith. It's going to bring you that feeling of protection. It's going to bring you security. It's going to bring you confidence. It's going to make you feel like $1,000,000. So go find something to play. I don't care what it is. Find something that brings you joy, that sparks joy in your life, and have some fun. Okay? On that note, we're going to do some kitty cat butt, and I'm going to disappear. My stressed to blissed ladies, I will see you in 5 minutes or so. I'm just going to get a drink of water. And my inner circle ladies, I will see you in half an hour. As always, if you do want to work with me, hit me up. You can either drop me an email or a message here, or drop me a message here in the comments. And my door is always open. If you need anything, hit me up. I am around, and I will talk to you later. Bye, ladies.